Welcome to our episode of Super Reaction Bros. I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And on today's episode, I'm pretty much going to be taking the full reins on this one as we're taking a look at the death battle of Steven Universe versus Star Butterfly. These are, of course, two magical beings with very unique traits, as it were. So, Steven Universe, he vaguely knows about, but basically, his backstory is weird. I hope they explain it. But basically, he has some very unique powers. Star is a bit easier to explain. She lives in our world, though she comes from a world of like fantasy and stuff like that, fantasy realm stuff like that. She has a magical staff that gives her very unique abilities and magical attacks and stuff like that. Steven is there's a lot to him. He's like a very mixed bag, but a good mixed bag. Probably like. So
do you have an honest from the
no?
Star, you have no idea.
I know next to nothing about Star Butterfly. Only like.
No. What I'm saying is you don't have a rough idea of who you predict may win this.
That's what I'm saying. I can't say because I really don't know. I've seen all of Steven Universe, but I've only seen episodes here and there of Star vs. Force of Evil. So. Okay,
so let's just dive into this, and we'll probably put our opinion just before the big fight, just to see an in-depth look of these two massive characters. So let's dive into this for this death battle between Steven Universe versus Star Butterfly. So here we go.
Steven Universe, a superpowered half-human, half-gem teenager. And Star Butterfly, wild child princess from another dimension. They both struggle with their responsibilities to save the world, but when pinned in a
major spoiler. Yeah.
Triumph.
Sorry, Christopher.
He is Lance and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze
let's just say Steven's gone through all that shit.
To find out who would win a death battle. The Diamond Authority was an alien superpower set on conquering the universe for their own gain. They're literally diamonds, like shiny alien rock people. As the most powerful of the gems, the diamonds led armies of lesser gems, including pearls, amethysts, and others, to prepare planets for destruction by the Authority. These armies were trusted to obey. But they had an enemy rock person, Rose Quartz. She'd been living on Earth and really liked the place, so she was leading her own group of gems in rebellion, the Crystal Gems. To which the three diamonds of the Authority responded by trying to destroy every gem left on Earth. That sounds like overkill, but in a huge blast of light, every gem was corrupted or destroyed, except for Rose and her closest gems, a garnet and pearl. She'd managed to defend them all with her shield. Given the light emanating from this attack and its distance, we can estimate it to be over 843 million tenajoules per second of energy. Joules? More like jewels, am I right? That's what I said? No, like with a W. Never mind. Well, now with the diamonds rebuffed, Rose was able to settle down, and she even met a human she got along with, Greg Universe. What a badass. I wish my last name was Universe. They got along so well that one thing led to another, and whoops! Rose had to give up her body so their son could be born. True to his heritage, Steven has many gem-related powers. Since when Rose gave up her body to create him, she effectively gave him all of her power as well, including her own gem. And while Steven's a stalwart pacifist, this led to him following in her footsteps to defend Earth from the diamonds when they inevitably return. But he's got plenty of ways to defend himself and the others. He can create shields and bubbles to protect from different attacks, use bubbles to teleport things away, and shapeshift to get bigger. He can also control his personal gravity to float or
that was a fun episode.
And he can even fuse with other gems, or sometimes a human. Wonder what a fusion between us would look like. Fusions tend to result in a more powerful entity than the sum of its parts, but I'm not sure that would happen. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. You wouldn't be able to handle it. Sure. Anyway, as a gem, Steven is much stronger than an average child. While he doesn't look for conflict always seems to like when he's taken on huge monsters or pushed through the G-forces of faster-than-light travel. And when he's in a fight, he combines that crazy strength with awesome speed and agility. He can outrun an alien security system with electric fire and ice attacks, and he's dodged lasers. Even if he can't get away in time, Steven survived an entire temple exploding and taking hits from a bunch of gems.
Oh, that was the movie, which was really good.
I mean, Guardian once punched so hard she could split a mountain.
Another gem he's on par with, Lapis, telekinetically lifted the entire ocean into the atmosphere. Boomstick, you know how heavy the ocean is?
No, do you know how heavy the ocean is?
The effort required for that would be anywhere from 92 petatons to over 10 zetatons of TNT.
Man, that's a lot of water. His bubble and shield are also way stronger than they look, since they can defend against attacks from the diamonds themselves. Not even Steven's spit could have helped with that attack. Oh, if you haven't heard, his spit can heal people.
His saliva can even give plants, like fruit, humanoid form. Just spitting out seeds from a watermelon has gotten Steven in quite a bind before.
Oh yeah.
Look, that's not gonna pop up and attack me, is it?
No, Boomstick, regular watermelons don't attack people. But depending on Steven's emotional state, he has varying control over his plant-based life form.
You gonna eat that? Aside from his spit, Steven's tears have brought people back from the dead.
Oh yeah, there's also Lars died and he brought him
powers
back.
of their own after.
And he can do that
Despite
too.
not being one to pursue conflict, Steven's been stuck for a while making the best of carrying on Rose's duty. So his kindness and feelings of responsibility for those around him push him to use those healing abilities whenever he can. He can even mend himself with accelerated healing that lets him fix fractures and minor injuries nearly immediately.
And when Steven's knocked out, he can leave his physical body, sort of like a ghost. The drawback is he can't physically interact with anything while he's projected.
Yeah, that was a good
But when
episode, too.
Steven goes to sleep normally, he can possess other people's bodies. Good luck trying to fall asleep in a fight, though. I've tried.
But protecting the Earth wasn't the only surprise Steven's mother left for him.
Oh,
As
yeah,
it
this
turns
one.
out,
Major
she
spoiler.
was never actually Quartz at all. She was, in fact, Pink Diamond, one of the heads of the Diamond Authority.
What?
That was such a great.
one of the
Yeah.
She fell in love with the planet, which led her to give up her title and transform into Rose Quartz. All of this was withheld from Steven for most of his life, as Pearl worried how the truth might change him.
Oh, believe me, parental trauma will take a toll on anyone's mental state. And when Steven gets too overwhelmed,
Oh, this was from
he taps
Steve vs.
into his
Future.
latent
Okay,
diamond
I
abilities,
know which parts. I
making
know.
everything
Believe me, there's
way
ones I see
stronger
that it's like it's from the
and
movie.
way
I know,
deadlier.
so you don't have
In
to tell me.
his pink state, he's so fast his perception of time slows to a crawl. His bubble and shield become hexagonal and strong enough to crush other gems. Like when he lost control of his emotions in a fight with Jasper and killed her.
He did
Oh,
come
yeah.
back to life with his super tears.
Turns
but
out
that
PTSD
kind of stuff made him
sucks.
think he was a monster, and he basically turned into a pink
Oh, that's pretty much the
snake.
finale.
But this wasn't Steven hulking out all of a sudden. It was the result of a full emotional breakdown after years of stress and trauma.
Luckily, his friends came in clutch and it worked out okay. But he still risks becoming a monster if he's ever completely emotionally broken.
With the support of the crystal gems, his dad, and his friends, Steven managed to work through his personal issues, so hopefully he's not faced with becoming a monster ever again.
So that's one less monster to worry about, Tokyo. And since Monster Steven has the same power as his pink state, just with absolutely no control, Steven's still powerful enough to take on anything in his way.
Of course, if it was up to Steven Universe, everyone would just be friends.
Hell yeah.
Onyx, Amethyst, and Pearl, and Steven!
Still worth watching.
I know.
When Marco met the new exchange student at his school, he thought he was just making a new friend from a different place.
And he definitely didn't think she'd
That's
be
a
a
catchy
magical
song, sure,
princess
that's a
who'd
catchy
drag him along for all of her crazy adventures.
This girl from Uni
You what?
was a little weird and a little wild. And on top of bringing magic to Earth, she might have brought along a few extras as well. This displaced heir to the throne and defender against monsters was none other than Star Butterfly.
She may have been backed up by generations of magic users before her and super strong in her own right, but Star wasn't the perfect princess.
She would have been sent to the terrifying and personality-draining St. Olga's School for Wayward Princesses, but luckily, Star's parents took one look at that place and decided, no way, she's going to Earth instead.
You know, Earth really isn't the best place for her to be practicing magic. We're not used to people here.
It is a fun show.
Well, since Star is a Mumin.
What the f is a Mumin?
That's what the people of Muni are called. She's already superhuman compared to her peers on Earth. She survived a blast that leveled the top of Castle Muni, and can use her wings to help her get out of the way in a pinch.
What, those tiny things? There's no way she can actually fly with them. At least she can make a bubble around herself to defend against attacks.
Her butterfly heritage also grants her the Magic Instruction Book. This spell book is incredibly important, as it contains spells created by all the magical rulers of Muni that came before her. And she creates her own spells too, like Cupcake Blast, which fires a beam filled with cupcakes.
Okay, half of these spells don't make any sense. Jelly Bean Hallucination Mist? Starfish Tsunami? What the hell are these names? I want a Jelly Bean Hallucination Mist. I feel like you pay for that at like a high-end sauna.
Well, they're kind of self-explanatory. Creating her own spells does mean they can pretty much be anything. Take one of her summons, for example, which are effectively creatures reliant on magic to survive. So what happens when you combine unicorns, stampedes, and war?
Oh, I know this one! Warnicorn Stampede! Now I get where Spider with a top hat came from.
That Spider's one of Star's self-professed most powerful summons, with his own minigun to boot.
So naturally, she can kick monsters' butts with her spells thanks to her magical wand. But she better watch out, because a lot of those monsters want to use it for themselves.
Her wand combined with her training means she has some incredible destructive power. She's blasted apart walls, temples, and a throne room. Her mother even said her wand could blow up a universe, and one of her ancestors did exactly that.
Yeah, Star's ancestor Skywind wanted to make something explode one day. So, why not an entire dimension?
And remember that book we mentioned earlier? Skywind recorded her experience specifically so her successors would know what to do if they also wanted to destroy a dimension. So Star should be able to do this, since she's known to be an incredibly strong princess on top of being the heir to the Butterfly Spellbook.
Speaking of destroying things, her thermonuclear butterfly blast has wrecked a house. And according to Star, her mega explosive crystal laser is powerful enough to obliterate planets. But she just likes to use it to play with cats like a laser pointer.
Star has spells for more than just destruction though, like her Bunny Rabbit Blast, which she's used to catch up to cars. And one of the monsters she's fought, Meteora, has deflected lightning. Being able to fight on par with Meteora means Star's able to reach speeds over Mach 1000. But if all that wasn't enough for you, once Star went through puberty,
oh, you gotta be kidding me.
You gotta be kidding me.
and control her far more powerful butterfly form.
Now that's a set of wings. I just wish peering into her eyes wasn't like peering into the 9 layers of hell.
It's obviously a stand-in for puberty. Star compared the process of attaining it to, quote, suddenly looking at boys as if they were made of bacon. Like you've never eaten it in your life, and all you want to eat is bacon.
So what you're saying is if I eat enough bacon, I can get magical powers?
No.
Anyway, through her time in various dimensions, fighting monsters and defending her friends, Star's become strong enough on her own that she no longer needs her wand. In fact, her wand only ever served as training wheels to help her harness this magic herself.
Soon enough, though, she realized monsters weren't actually the bad guys, so she started to fight for them instead of against them.
This wasn't a popular decision with humans, but Star knew it was the right choice and followed through. Unfortunately, the fighting continued, and Star realized in order to truly quell the conflict, she needed to fight magic itself.
So her mother, her great-whatever-grandmother, and Meteora all banded together to cast the Whispering Spell in the realm of magic.
This spell is designed to silence or end magic, and when cast within the realm of magic, it destroyed magic itself. All of it.
But doesn't that mean she killed all the magical creatures across the different dimensions because they need magic to survive?
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
Well, after destroying magic and every magical creature in existence, Star was finally able to bring peace to Muni.
Star had a lot of growing up to do when she was sent to Earth, but she learned to control her powers and led her country to peace.
Mostly.
Now, she's truly grown from her chrysalis into a butterfly.
She pretty much, the ending, she pretty much saved her realm by fusing it with Earth.
Alright, the combatants are set.
I have nothing to say really. I'm going with Steven because I just know Steven.
I'm going with Steven too. That's the only one I know. I don't know any me.
the show, Adam
I don't know.
is
I
a very happy
barely
birthday.
anything about Star Butterfly until.
Don't get me wrong, she seems really powerful. I mean,
Yeah,
could
she
go either way,
does
but-
seem very powerful. That's why I said I'm just gonna go with Steven, because Steven I've watched a bit more of than anything of Star Butterfly, you know?
And I would still highly recommend checking out both shows. I mean, I've already talked about Steven Universe to death on this show, but Star Wars First Review I've heard it's actually pretty good. I would recommend checking it out.
So many items available, it might be
interesting
difficult
enough.
to pick just one.
I believe it's on Disney Plus.
We be the ones giving
Yeah, it
every
is.
gift.
It is.
They'll also give you
Yeah.
10 free gifts with your order. That's a gift for him, a gift for her.
Just add to my long list of shows I need to
6
watch.
movies and free shipping. But you'll only get all that if you use the code BATTLE at checkout at adamandeve.com.
So don't wait until you're as old as Adam and Eve.
Use the code BATTLE, that's BATTLE BATTLE, at checkout at adamandeve.com. And thanks so much to Adam and Eve for supporting the show.
But right now, it's time for a death battle!
There we go.
Sandcastle contest.
The 3D world and interesting.
Consider what they're capable of.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, he.
What happened? Wait, sorry. Wait, I can fix it. Oh.
They would need a really good reason for these two to fight.
Okay, I think I have a better idea.
That seems like something Steven would do.
Pretty much. I'll cheer you up.
Unintentional death battle.
Stop, please.
Yeah, I love it. It's an unintentional death battle because they're both technically good guys.
Yeah.
Huh? What did sandcastles ever do to you?
About Sandcastle.
I don't know.
I don't know. I love that. I don't know. I love the sprite animations for now.
It's all right. Take your time.
Check this out.
This is a fight of WTF versus somebody who's in control of their WTF.
Ow.
Ow.
Huh?
What the fuck? Why is she going ultimate for? Why is she going Super Saiyan?
That was rude.
What's wrong with you? Just leave me alone.
This is not a happy farm. This is a. I forgot about the tuxedo spider. I mean, sorry, tuxedo hat spider. Top hat spider.
See you later, Pinky. Oh, that's neat.
Of course, she would find this neat.
Yeah.
Based on the little bit we know about her.
Goodbye, weird bug girl.
Weird bug girl. Why do you make it sound like Hulk?
Alright.
Never surrender!
That's right. It wasn't the wand.
It was always her. It was always in her.
Yeah. Oh, the lasers. The fucking ray! The fucking ray!
I guess Steven lost.
I guess Steven lost. Damn.
Oh my gosh. I won!
I don't think she won what she thought she won there.
Yeah.
Definitely had a better sandcastle.
With Steven's strength and healing abilities, Star was definitely between a gem and a hard place initially. And when Steven went pink, made it a whole lot tougher on her.
And since Steven was an alien gem and not technically magic, Star's whispering spell couldn't touch him, but she still had the advantage at the end. Steven was physically superior, at least as far as
Man, it's one of those I can see the comment section now.
Worth a few
Yes.
tons of TNT, but he could match Garnet's mountain-busting might.
However, everyone knows this matchup would rarely ever resolve in fisticuffs. Even with
Thank you. So they had to figure out how would they
sheer
fight
versatility of
each other.
Star's magic was simply not something he was equipped to outmaneuver or overpower.
Sure, his laser feats mean he was faster than Star in her lightning feats, but Star's butterfly form and transportation magic meant she had plenty of ways to work around that. Not to mention, she mastered her superpowered bug form while Steven never mastered Pink State. And she didn't
that's
want
true.
to go full power, so disarming her meant Jack Squad.
It is possible Steven could match the power of the Diamond Trio, since Pink Diamond was able to defend against them alone. 843 million tenajoules, or about 2 tenatons of TNT, is certainly nothing to scoff at.
But Star had spells that could destroy a whole planet, and probably even a universe. Pun intended. She could basically one-up any level of power Steven tried to throw at her, even if he did go full pink monster mode.
Steven was pushed to the limit and gave it his best, but Star's raw power and her versatile spellcasting were impossible to beat.
That's what
But
it
her
was.
fly on home, Star. You've had a genuine win.
The winner is Star Butterfly.
I have nothing to say. I'm very neutral on that
I
one.
know.
Jumping into this matchup next week, but you can always get more Death Battle right now by clicking one of those boxes right over there, and by downloading the battle music linked down below.
Next time.
Ooh, Link
Ooh.
again? Oh wow, they haven't. Wow.
Have they done it before?
No, they have done Link versus Cloud before. I guess they're rebooting the battle.
I guess because of the reboot.
Well,
of,
because so I'll focus on that for a quick sec. Yeah, Link versus Cloud. I remember that Death Battle because Link won because they chalked up his win to his many years previous descendants. You know, his previous incarnations. All of that skill locked up into
so
one
you
person.
you think they're trying to do this only because of maybe new stuff or maybe there's some things that came up in the remake?
Well, that and Breath of the Wild sequel and Integrate is coming out, so I think they figure it's like perfect time to do a redo on this because this is their third time doing a redo. The first one they did was Boba Fett versus Samus. The second redo they did was Mario versus Sonic, where that outcome was definitely changed. And this will be their third Death Battle remake.
They did another for the Superman versus Goku one.
No, those were like sequels. Like they continued the fight. Like in the second Superman Goku fight, they added Super Saiyan God form, for example.
Okay,
To the first fight.
all right.
But as for this Death Battle itself of Steven versus Star, I'm pretty neutral on the outcome.
Me too. I wasn't really going for anybody specific. That's why I said I just was like, I'll go with Steven only because I know him more. But I really don't know who's going to win this.
I think the biggest challenge they faced was that these are two people who would not fight each other.
What it is these are two innocent people. These are two pretty much innocents that pretty much are they're like you said they're two good people, but they're both it takes something more to really start up a fight. That's the thing, to really get them going.
And I do agree with them that we're in spoiler territory anyway. That even by the end of Steven Universe future, he's doing therapy and stuff like that, but he technically hasn't really fully realized his capabilities with his mother's powers as a Pink Diamond. So I can give him that. I can give him that from okay, that makes sense. He's not fully in control. So her winning because she is in full control. She didn't need the wand, which it's not something Steven realized. Yeah, I can go with that. But yeah, I'm pretty neutral on the outcome. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that's what I said. It doesn't bother me. I was like, even if Steven lost or won, I was just like, okay, it was still a cool fight, which it was. It was a cool, cute fight. That's what I considered it as.
Yeah, and I still highly recommend watching both shows. Steven Universe is currently available on HBO Max. The complete series, including the movie, which is one of my favorite movie soundtracks. And what was the other one? Oh, Star Wars First Duel is on Disney Plus. The entire series run on there as well. Both recommend checking those out. I've heard great things about Star. I've watched Steven Universe. It's one of my favorite animated shows of all time. Definitely worth checking out overall. We're definitely going to be checking out Link versus Cloud. We may watch the original before we do a reaction on our own time, and then give our opinions on that, and then probably speculate about what the outcome is going to be this time around.
Yeah.
Because for Boba Samus and even for Mario Sonic, the outcome was slightly altered in some way, shape, or form. But other than that, if you're new to the channel, you can hit the like button. If you want to talk to us more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share us around, share it around. And if you like us just a little bit more than anybody else, when it comes to talking about death battles with two friendly people fighting each other, hit the subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon as well.
Let us know what you guys thought of this death battle. Were you rooting for somebody, or were you about the same thing, which was, you didn't really care who was going to win or who was going to lose, because it's going to be a fun battle to watch anyways. Were you disappointed? Were you happy, on who won, who lost? I mean, do you have any other interpretations of like why maybe Steven should have won instead? Let us know in the comments down below. Put down what you thought of our reaction overall. But most importantly, we thank you for watching.
So yeah, I think for the most part, a lot of people are going to bring up the fusion card. But I would have to go on Death Battle side saying this was mono.
It wasn't like a team battle. That's what it was.
Yeah, because if it had the fusions, maybe it had a better chance. I would honestly, this is one of the few I would honestly watch their behind the scenes podcast they do after and see what their thoughts were on, like especially on like whether or not to, their decision of whether or not to add fusions. But until next time, though, I'm Chris.
I'm Christopher.
And it's been a very Universal Butterflies filled episode of SRB.
See ya
Later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out any of our previous reactions,
as well as one of our other SRB shows,
check out one of the playlists down below.
And if you want to check us out in the social universe,
you can find us on Twitter and Stardust
at Super React Bros,
as well as on Facebook
at Super Reaction Bros.